Hello, now our word for today is honesty. Now they say that honesty is the best policy. Now that may be true for the most part, because now we're going to talk about a fairly recent issue about Marques Brownlee and his super influential reviews that could very much cause a company to file for bankruptcy. Now he recently reviewed the AI pin, the Rabbit R1, and the Fisker Ocean, which he absolutely dunked on. So he said that the Rabbit R1 is not fully reviewable, while the AI pin got the worst product he ever reviewed yet, and which it absolutely is.
New worst product I think I've ever reviewed is in its current state. There's just so many things bad about it. It's so bad, in fact, that I think it's actually kind of distracting to understand what the point of the device is.
It's probably fine if it wasn't $700 freaking dollars. Almost the price of a new iPhone.
It costs $700 plus a $24 a month subscription plan for the data that comes with it and all the services and all the online storage. But yeah, $700 plus a subscription. It's already a fun start.
And the Fisker's Ocean also got the worst product he ever reviewed. So the big question is, are honest, non-biased reviews that important? Well, I imagine most of you will answer an astounding yes. Well, that's not what MKBHD, or better known as Marques Brownlee, experienced. He got pretty much cancelled for his negative reviews and saying that, oh, he has such a huge platform and a huge responsibility for his reviews, so why is he using that to destroy companies, huh? Well, because apparently sometime after his reviews, the stocks of Fisker went belly up. It went down the frickin' drain. And after he received a ton of backlash, he made his "do bad reviews kill companies."
There's been a lot of interesting discourse lately on this topic. There will be, some negative reviews, and then a company will eventually go out of business, and then the internet poses the question, do bad reviews kill companies? Do bad reviews kill companies? Or do bad products kill companies? I do have a lot of thoughts. So two of the biggest examples that have been pointed to, especially on Twitter, were the Fisker Ocean review that I did and the Humane AI pin.
So in his video, he said that do bad reviews kill companies or do bad products kill a company? Well, most of you, I imagine, will be saying that, oh, bad reviews are good and bad products is the main reason that companies go bye-bye 6 feet under. Well, that may be true, but bad reviews also has a high potential of killing a company if you are influential enough. So let me give you an example. So here, Cristiano Ronaldo, a very, very famous football player, considered to be one of the most influential people in the world. So in a press conference, he decided to do this.
CocaCola. Boa tarde a todos. Queria dar as boas-vindas à conferência de imprensa da divisão do Portugal.
So he threw aside the Coca-Cola bottles and just said agua, which meant water. So what he meant was drink water, not Coke. And it's pretty much obvious, right? Now I know he didn't exactly review the product, and I'm not saying that Coke is a bad product either. It's great from a business standpoint, but his take, his divine opinion, is what broke the camel's back. So after that shunning, can you guess how much Coca-Cola lost in their company value? It's $4 billion with a capital B. I mean, it's a good thing that Coca-Cola is a celestial-sized company, because that could easily wipe out an entire company. Because 4 billion is crazy numbers. So I do agree that huge review influencers do carry a huge responsibilities, because they can actually make or break a company because of their reviews. Now, this is where honesty comes to play. Now, honesty is important for two things: trust and growth. So if you're not honest, people will not trust you. You will be known as the man who spews absolute pile of bullshit, and no one will support you. And honesty is also very essential for growth, because without honesty or honest feedback, you will not know what you're doing right or wrong, which stagnates growth, especially if you're a business. Well, when I watched MKBHD's video, he is pretty much honest and fair on his assessment. He properly addressed the good and the bad things about their product. Now, being fair is important to our review, and I do believe that MKBHD isn't lacking in that department, and he gives products the most honest review he could ever give. So I do think that bad products is the main killer of companies. Because imagine MKBHD like a scale. So the scale could lean into either side. It could lean to the negative review side or the good review side. So if your product is a shit, that scale will lean towards the negative review side. So if your product is good, then it will lean to the opposite side. So I do think that the best way to combat that negative review is companies' products being top notch. Don't release products that are half baked. Polish it first, then release it. But the current circumstances, companies are developing a habit to release their products in beta form.
The Fisker Ocean was a terrible car. It is a terrible car. I've reviewed about 40, 50 different cars in the past few years, made videos about many of them. This is the first one where I genuinely couldn't wait to be done driving it. Like, it just had tons of problems, bugs, missing features, safety issues. Like, it's just bad, right? So I review the thing. I give people what I feel is a fair assessment that also doubles as a warning not to buy this bad car.
Like, what do you expect reviewers will do? Say that your product is complete and awesome even if it's not? And some of the people are saying that, oh, it's gonna get better down the line, you'll just have to wait. Well, screw that shit. Release the product in the best possible form first. How about that before you complain about negative reviews? Nowadays, there is difficulty to find review influencers like MKBHD or Mr. Who's the Boss or any other review channel not just in the tech category who are quite fair on their assessment, because companies can actually pay a hefty amount to influencers to spread the good word, just a total kiss-ass type of script to influencers, like what happened to the Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean's World Cruise set sail from Miami, Florida on December 10th, and the World Cruise guests will remain on the ship through September 10th of 2024 for a total of 274 nights. The cruise has become the internet's latest obsession, with many people saying it should have been a reality TV show.
Who paid TikTok influencers to board their 9-month cruise, which ended up in a total disaster, and the TikTokers who actually spread the good word to the company is given a good treatment. So a word of advice, so you really need to carefully pick the reviewers you are listening to make sure that they're not a sellout, if you know what I mean. And they really review the products, every nooks and crannies of it, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So in summary, bad products is the main company killer, while a bad review could absolutely have a killing blow of its own if you are massive or influential enough. So that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.